Happy morning. I'm Miss Horizon Chaser, HMS News. So kung tuloy-tuloy na po talaga tayo, so paano po natin mapalakas or mapatibay yung loob ng mga magulang or family? Kasi syempre po martial arts po ito, di ba po? Medyo may physical, halimbawa yung mother at ang anak gustong-gusto pong pasukin itong sports. Paano natin sila mapatibay po? At kung sakaling may mangyari, ano po yung ating pampalakas ng loob sa family? Thank you po.
Sir Alvin, gusto lang po natin alamin para sa mga ordinaryo na mamamayan, ano po ba yung ginagawa ng martial arts para po?
Okay.
Alvin, para do sa mga negatibo sa martial arts, pag nasasaktan po ba sila, itinutuloy po ba natin to? Yung halimbawa yung mga sumali sa sports na to?
Okay.
Sir Franco, happy morning po.
Happy morning, Miss Horizon. Ayan.
Alright. Sir, gusto lang po namin na malaman kung ano po yung ginagawa ninyo bilang coach po and paano ninyo hinahandle yung mga atleta natin. Ang gamitin sa alam natin na hindi naman po dapat gawin sa mga masasamang bagay.
Siyempre. Ano yan eh?
Kasi siyempre baka lumaki ang ulo nila.
Yan din ang
sila.
Isa sa mga malaking
Pala ang magiging bahagi ninyo sa ating mga ordinaryong mamamayan na hindi alam paano magdisiplina po. So, ayun, so lalo mga tambay lang or mga ganon. So, maintindihan nila ngayon na dapat talagang magkaroon ng disiplina sa sarili. Sir, bukod po sa physical na lakas, kaakibat din po ba dito ang talino? Kasi kung halimbawa, di ba po subo na po sila sa sports na yan. Din pala yun sa training. Kaya madidisiplina talaga yung mainitin ang ulo. Yung hindi agad makontrol.
Yeah.
So dapat pala lahat ng mga basagulero mag-training.
Yung mga...
Sorry gusto natin na maipaabot kung gaano kahalaga itong martial arts sa ating bukod sa kalusugan. Pagdating naman po sa ekonomiya, makakatulong din ba tayo ng malaki? Bakit?
Kasi,
right, sir. Ito naman pwedeng sagutin nyo o hindi. Personal questions lang po. Kung sakali po, ano po nararamdaman natin kapag po may natatalo? Kung kayo po yun, and paano nyo i-train yun sa mga atleta natin?
Ngayon, when it comes to competition, totoo naman. Wala namang may gustong matalo.
Opo.
Years ago, Mr. Gordon Tang, who's an accomplished windsurfer and a MMA practitioner was...
So we encourage both MMA practitioners, fans, and public and media to come attend this exciting event.
The AMMA Manila Open is more than just a competition. It's a celebration of the spirit martial art and its power to unite people.
On their return, and they had a fabulous night. This is a key component of our entertainment offerings across the resort, and it's one.
Maybe in a few weeks or few months, baka biglang ma-announce na if MMA will be included in SEA Games and in Nagoya.
Diba?
Kamusta sir ang collaboration nyo with the other countries?
The UFC 1.
Pero gano'n kayo optimistic na yung mga nilalaban po natin na ma-retain?
Yun nga, although sinabi ng chief kanina na dadampay sa card yung mga fighters parang you want to go all into sa kasakali.
Happy morning! Muli ang inyong lingkod, Miss Horizon Chaser. Sa usapang pangkalusugan or pangkalakasan, narito tayo ngayon sa Marriott Hotel para tunghayan natin itong magaganap na opening of first na Asian martial arts sa buong Asia. At titingnan natin kung bakit nga ba inilunsad ngayon dito sa ating bansa. At ito nga po ba ay makakatulong para sa ating kalusugan o ano po ba ang direksyon ng paligsahan na ito sa pangkalusugan at talaga nga bang kailangan natin. Kaya tara, titingnan po natin ang iba pang mga detalye.
Our corporate communications and Ms. Aina Elinon, NWR Media Relations. So let's get this
about the Asian Mixed Martial Arts Association. About 2 years ago, Mr. Gordon Tang, who's an accomplished windsurfer and a MMA practitioner, was doing his MMA practices and watching some of these MMA events around the world. And he realized that MMA was extremely popular, especially among the younger generation. But there was no federation really championing the sport. And there was no framework for the development of MMA going forward. And it was not recognized in any of the major games around the world. So he decided to establish the Asian Mixed Martial Arts Association. And so a year and a half ago, in April 2023, AMMA was established with 3 purposes and objectives in mind. The first was to make MMA safer. We developed rules, event management and officiating with the safety of the athletes in mind. And yet, we want to continue to make MMA exciting and very watchable and entertaining. The second thing we wanted to do was to make MMA more inclusive. We drew on the strength, techniques of the various forms of combat sports and martial arts, including Chinese martial arts, wrestling, boxing, BBJ, and taekwondo, karate, etc., Muay Thai even, to create a form of martial arts within the rules framework that we have, so that it contains the best of all types of combat sports. And the third thing we wanted to do was to make MMA more mainstream. By that we mean that we want to get MMA to become a medal sport around the world. So we've already been recognized by the Asian Indoor Martial Arts Games, we've been recognized by the Olympic Council of Asia, and we're working towards getting MMA included in the Southeast Asian Games, as well as the Asia Games in Nagoya in 2026. So far, we've organized several major events. Last year was our first Asian Championships in Bangkok, and we just concluded in July our second Asian Championships in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. I want to particularly thank the Mayor for agreeing very readily to host this event. We only had this discussion about 2 months ago at the sidelines of an sports meeting, and came out with this idea of having Philippines host a major MMA event, and he readily agreed to do this with his team. So we're very grateful for his support, and we're very grateful for the support of our sponsors, Nine Dynasty, Newport, World, and the other sponsors. Thank you very much.
Mr. Galestin Tan, Sports Director of Asian Mixed Martial Arts Association.
Thank you. Good morning. A little bit more about the AMMA Manila Open. Right? We will feature 11 categories for men and women, both modern and traditional MMA categories, ranging the weight from 54 kg all the way to 85. We are very pleased. We have about 130 athletes who apply to take part in this inaugural competition, but we are only able to take 88 athletes. These 88 athletes come from 16 countries and regions. They are specially selected. They are top-ranked MMA athletes, champions from our 2023 and 2024 Asian Championships. They will come to compete in Manila. We will have 50 referees coming to be trained for the AMMA rules, and 30 of them will be called upon to officiate the competitions. So we encourage both MMA practitioners, fans, and public and media to come attend this exciting event. I also assure you that you will see a lot of very competitive fighters, exciting games, and lots of surprises in the upcoming event in October 14 to 16 right here at the Marriott Hotel. And in the meantime, for more information, You can follow us on our Facebook page, AMMA. Thank you.
Prestigious event. It is an honor to collaborate with the Asian Mixed Martial Arts Association to bring this tournament to life. The AMMA Manila Open is more than just a competition. It's a celebration of the spirit martial art and its power to unite people. Martial art promotes value of respect, discipline, and transcending differences and bringing individuals together. At Nine Dynasty Group, we are committed to supporting public welfare and sports initiatives. We believe in fostering the growth of sports across Asia, creating more opportunity for aspiring athletes and the sports enthusiasts alike. This tournament, the prize pool is up to 10 million pesos, underscore our commitment to the athletes and their efforts. I would also like to thank our sponsor and the organizing team, especially AMMA and also Newport World Resorts, for their invaluable contributions. We look forward to witnessing the dedication and passion that define this remarkable sport at the AMMA Manila Open 2024. Thank you.
And to the Honourable Mayor Tolentino and all of the organisers of the Asian Mixed Martial Arts, a very warm welcome to Newport World Resorts. Nine Dynasty is a key partner of ours, and collaborating with them and bringing to life the Asian Mixed Martial Arts at the Marriott Manila Hotel is a real pleasure. We're looking forward to it. We welcomed the Olympic team to the resort on their return, and they had a fabulous night. This is a key component of our entertainment offerings across the resort, and it's wonderful to support the athletes, support activities such as this in the resort. So very much looking forward to mid-October. I share Mr. Locke's sentiments completely. This is a very rapidly growing sport across the world, and it's really wonderful to support the development of this in Manila. Thank you very much, and good luck to everybody.
October 14 to October 16 at the Marriott Grand Ballroom. Now we are opening the floor.
Maybe in a few weeks or few months, baka biglang ma-announce na if MMA will be included in SEA Games and in Nagoya. So not only an honor for the Philippines, but for the entire members of this Asian MMA group.
To follow that,
Filipinos, nandun yung not forte, but mas marami tayong talent sa when it comes to combat sports, like all of that, judo, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, kura, sambo, etc. So come in MMA, oh, that's that's good for the athletes too. That's an additional house for them.
you're working on including this.
So it's a totally new and additional development, and good for the other athletes aspiring to represent their country.
For the MMA, how are the fighters chosen? Do they just go through a tryout? Do they have elimination fights? How are they chosen?
So we have had two competitions previously, right? And we opened the registration to all the NOCs. So there was sign up. There was about 130 sign-ups, and we based on their performance in the past. So those that won in the first 2023 championship and 2024 championship, they get priority. And then the next batch is followed by the MMA rankings in the world. Right? So the higher rankings will have priority over the lower level ranking. And then we go through each of the weight category, up to 8 participants in each weight category. We make sure each of the NOCs are well represented. So the 88 athletes come from 16 countries, regions. And that is why this AMMA Manila Open is a must-watch competition.
Preparing for this big event, given that this is going to attract guests from all over?
Well, we've got the biggest hotel footprint in the country on site, so the teams are busily preparing for the influx of guests. We're putting the athletes up as well in Holiday Inn Express. But for us, it's really about the visitors who are going to come and see the event. As you said, they're going to come from all over the region. We're very geared for that sort of influx of tourists. And we've got plenty of restaurants and bars and everything else to keep them amused while they're here, in addition to the fight. And for us, you know, a long time ago for me, one of the things about being an athlete in your 20s, it doesn't matter how much talent you have, but it's really about the opportunity, number one, and the opportunity to compete and being able to collaborate with the team. Give the athletes the opportunity to actually compete at this level, really creates and nurtures that talent. So for us, it's twofold. Very supportive of the event itself, and then hopefully there is a huge influx of international visitors. We will welcome them greatly. Thank you.
Sir Alvin Aguilar. Dalawa ang hawak mo ngayong Wrestling Association of the Philippines and this one. So, may dalawa kang para vision mo para sa Olympics. Ano ang first step mo?
Hello. Well, the first step is always to get to work, diba? So what we do is we always have training. You know, sir, my life revolves around training people, not just in MMA, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, and everything. So tuloy-tuloy pa rin naman yan, and we're always looking for the best athletes to represent our country. What's important is we just have a fair selection, and we make sure only the best represent our country. Ganun naman lagi, sir. And then once we're there, we make sure they get the best support, and we'll make sure na mananalo sila dito. Kasi this is a dream come true again. Our president made all of this happen. So we're very happy that finally mixed martial arts is here in the Philippines and they can actually represent their country.
Since this is a new sport, we're just setting up a good foundation. After settling everything, matibay na, etc., we can look for, kasi tinanong mo, dalawa na yung sports niya, wrestling and MMA, even me, chess, cycling, etc., MMA. This is just like, not an ad hoc, but after establishing and putting it in a stable, good foundation, we will hand it over to dedicated sportsman to handle the MMA here in the Philippines.
Okay, Mr. David, how long will be your support in this kind of event?
Well, it was actually our work with Nine Dynasty, who's a big partner of ours here at Newport World Resort. So
happy morning.
This is
I'm Miss Horizon Chaser, HMS News. Sir, natanong na po kasi yung iba. So kung tuloy-tuloy na po talaga tayo, so paano po natin mapalakas or mapatibay yung loob ng mga magulang or family? Kasi syempre po martial arts po ito, di ba po? Medyo may physical, halimbawa, yung mother at ang anak gustong-gusto pong pasukin itong sports. Paano natin sila mapatibay po? At kung sakaling may mangyari, ano po yung ating papalakas ng loob sa family? Thank you po.
First off, the rules in mixed martial arts are all just a combination of all accepted martial arts under the Olympic banner. So we follow the same rules and of course all the safety guidelines. When we go up to 18 and above, the rules are different for those who are going to be in the minors. When you're a minor, there's definitely a lot of things that are not allowed, just to make sure that we are always taking care of our youth as they participate in mixed martial arts. So we have very good safety standards, and if you look at the statistics, it's really much safer than a lot of the other sports out there. If you've only known the preparation, the research that has gone into making sure MMA is a very safe sport, you'd be like in awe of what they've done. And we're very happy with AMA being here. They've taken great steps to make sure that all of the athletes are very safe and well during the competition. So. Yeah, but if you want any specifics, I'll be free to answer.
So every category we only have 8 athletes, and they compete on the knockout system for the gold medal, silver, and the 2 bronze medals. And each of them will carry prize money. And the full hospitality with the support of our sponsors will be given to the athletes. Whereas in our annual championships, they have to pay for their hotels and other expenses themselves. So this is very different. This is really a premier event for MMA.
Manila Open, MMA Open. Not more on like a promotional of MMA. So not like SEA Games or what. There's no pot. So today we have pot. $8,000 for gold, 4,000. Correct me. I don't want to.
Correct.
I don't want to. 4,000 for silver and 2,000 for bronze. Am I right?
Yes, correct.
Two bronze. That's courtesy of our sponsors.
Prize money in this sport. So we are really looking forward to having some of the best MMA athletes come to compete in this event.
Okay. Matagal na sikat yan eh. URC, etc. So ngayon palang papasok yung sa amateur level. And yun na nga, yung with representation ng bansa. So ibang ano na to, ibang level. Iba yung parang basketball, iba yung professional, iba yung, di ba? So kaya dapat maganda yung foundation. Kaya tayo muna humawak. Sinasabi ko pag matibay na, saka natin i-transfer to. Hindi pa lang natin napapasok ang Olympics, pero on other tournament, dyan tayo, Asian Games, saan magaling ang dalawang gold? Jiu-Jitsu, di ba? Ay, etc. Values, patience, friendship, di ba?
Kamusta sir ang collaboration nyo with the other countries?
Medyo late nga tayo, yung sinasabi ko. Sila matagal na naka-forma. Matagal na sila nagkaroon ng late lang itong ano. Na-late lang tayo ng ilang taon.
So, sir, last message is, what's your message to the aspiring MMA fighters?
Meron na kayong pupuntahan, hindi lang URC, hindi lang yung MMA pro na cage, di ba? Ito talaga medalya na pinag-uusapan dito. Pag nakalusot nga, di ko alam kung aabot pa ng SEA Games. Pinupos ata nila ng AF. Kung hindi man, sure yan susunod. Pero pinupos pa rin sa Nagoya. Kasama nga sa IMAG, na-cancel lang yung IMAG. Kasama sa IMAG, sayang.
You mentioned nga na you're still hoping na aabot sa SEA Games next year yung MMA.
Oo, pinupus nung malakas ang labi ng MMA.
Pero yun nga, kilala din ng Thailand na parang powerhouse sa MMA because doon na yung naglaro yung One Championship. So, do you think mapapabilis yung proseso na lahat?
Oo, kasi hindi naman lang tayo, may malakas bang iba eh. Malalakas din sila eh. Di ba? So galing din baka galing Muay o kung saan pa yun. Di ba?
Sir, according daw po sa isang publication sa Malaysia, magkakaroon daw ng Wushu, tsaka yung Wushu and Karate daw mariretain for 2025. Pero tanong ko lang rin po if kamusta naman po yung...
lahat nilalaban natin eh. Lahat. Mahigit 12 yung nilalaban natin. Including dance sports, chess, di ba? Ito, iba ng mga naglalaban ito, pero kasama na rin.
Mayor, optimistic po ba tayo?
Kasi meron na kayong laban lagi, di ba? Yung kay Alvin, URC, alin pa?
One.
Pa, ha?
UFC 1.
Oo, 1. Yung sa Ulong, marami akong di ba? So yun, ikukumbine lang lahat yun, no?
Sir, kailan po pala mag-meeting ulit po? Kailan po pala kayo ulit? Pero gaano kayo optimistic na yung mga nilalaban po natin na i-retain, ma-retain?
Para lang tayo yun eh. Kung tayo host eh. Para mo tinanong yung Malaysia, gano'n kayo ka-optimistic na makakasama yung gano'n. Eh, siyempre, sasagutin ng iba. Eh, depende sa Philippines yan. Kung sasama kayo. Kung hindi naman kayo, kasi sila malakas doon, baka may gano'n, di ba? Although, maano rin yan, mapag-isip din yan. Kung ang Thailand, sabihin tayo, hindi naman kami nagme-medal dyan, ba't namin kasama yan?
Yun nga, although sinabi ng chief kanina na dadampay sa card yung mga fighters sa parang you want to go all in kung sakaling...
Nauli lang tayo pero after this nga, sinabi ko magsisimula na tayo ng development, grassroots, saka yung National Open, sino talaga yung... Diba?
Pero if ever, invite yung mga tipong Joshua Pasio, mga tipong...
Ay, welcome to all, di ba? Ano ba gusto nyo? Professional na lang lagi or what? Bakit si Yumir? Professional boxer yun. Nag-represent pa rin ng bansa. Mga golfers natin. So, it's the same. As long as they will comply. Baka naman pag tinawag, hindi available. Baka you will be national athlete na pag na-recognize na.
Sir Alvin, gusto lang po natin alamin para sa mga ordinaryo na mamamayan, ano po ba yung ginagawa ng martial arts? Para po...
Okay. Ang martial arts, maraming benefits yan para sa tao. Of course, the physical fitness, you learn how to defend yourself. It increases concentration. Okay? It makes you overall more disciplined. Kasi ang martial arts, hindi na basta-basta pwede yung athletics ka lang or whatever, di ba? Ang martial arts, tuturuan ka ng discipline. Okay? Tuturuan ka ng perseverance. At saka yung ginagawa namin sa mga bata namin sa martial arts. Okay? Ang tinuturo namin is, sa buhay, you're the only one who's responsible for yourself. Kung nanalo ka sa buhay o natalo ka sa buhay. Now, sa martial arts, you're the only one responsible for yourself. Wala kang pwede bintangin na ibang tao kung mayaman ka or mahirap or nanalo ka o hindi. Because you're the one responsible for yourself. So martial arts also teaches you responsibility. So we don't blame other people for anything. We make sure na kunyari nagkamali tayo, and we work harder and we come back stronger. Ganun talagang martial arts. Yan ang tinuturo ng martial arts. So if you look at all the martial artists here, all the athletes, napaka-disciplinado nilang tao at napaka-successful din nila sa buhay.
Alright. Sir Alvin, para do sa mga negatibo sa martial arts, pag nasasaktan po ba sila, itinutuloy po ba natin to? Yung halimbawa yung mga sumali sa sports na to?
Okay. Sa lahat ng sports naman magkakaroon ng injury. Okay, so we have a set of lahat ng rules naman dito are just a conglomeration ng lahat ng Olympic rules. So lahat na nakikita niyo yung combat sports sa Olympics, pinagsama-sama lang natin yan. Okay? So as opposed to syempre kunyari nasaktan, then you stop, di ba? So we have rules naman to make sure na yung mga injuries may nababawasan. So hindi lang basta kasi akala ng tao basta mga pasagulero kayo, nagpapasagan kayo ng mukha, whatever, wala naman ganun yan di ba? So it's a sport talaga. At saka tinuturuan talaga yung mga tao para i-defend yung sarili nila. Now, just like in sa boxing, may na-knockout, may na-knockdown, ganun din sa MMA. So, ganun din sa karate, ganun din sa kickboxing. So, same thing po.
Alright. Sir, bitsahin na lang po.
Okay.
Okay,
so sana imbitahin lahat ng tao October 14 to 16 dito sa Marriott Grand Volume. Libre yung entrance, lahat tayo makakapunta, lahat tayo makakapanood. I'll see everybody there. Panoorin natin yung mga atleta nating Pilipino para sa MMA. Kita tayo dyan.
Sir Franco, happy morning po.
Happy morning, Miss Horizon. Ayan.
Alright. Sir, gusto lang po namin na malaman kung ano po yung ginagawa ninyo bilang coach po and paano ninyo hinahandle yung mga atleta natin.
Kailangan i-instill mo yung disiplina, yung magandang lifestyle, kailangan healthy
Hindi
yung
lang
lifestyle.
gamitin sa
Diba?
alam natin na hindi naman po dapat gawin sa mga masasamang bagay.
Syempre. Ano yan eh?
Kasi siyempre baka lumaki ang ulo nila.
Ay, hindi. Yan din ang
sila.
isa sa mga malaking misconceptions na lagi rin namin sinasabi, lalo na sa mga parents. Kapag din natin sa kanila na may responsibilidad yun. A huge statistical fact is a lot of the fighters we have now, a lot of high-level competitors, they don't get into trouble. And that's a very known statistical fact. Yung mga high-level athletes o yung mga nagpa-practice ng sports, martial arts, sila yung mga hindi napapatrobol, hindi napapaaway, hindi nang bubuli.
Dapat mala Superman lang.
Oo, di ba? Hindi
So,
sila,
malaki pala
hindi sila...
ang magiging bahagi ninyo sa mga, etong ating mga ordinaryong mamamayan na hindi alam paano magdisiplina, ano po. So, ayun, so lalo mga tambay lang or mga ganon. So, maintindihan nila ngayon na dapat talagang magkaroon ng disiplina sa sarili. Sir, bukod po sa physical na lakas, kaakibat din po ba dito ang talino? Kasi kung halimbawa, di ba, subo na po sila sa sports na yan.
Yes, definitely. Pagdating sa
so, kasama din pala yun sa training. Kaya madidisiplina talaga yung mainitin ang ulo. Yung hindi agad makontrol.
Yeah.
So, dapat pala lahat ng mga basagulero, sir, mag-training.
Yung mga...
Sorry
Ako experience ko sa mga ganyan, yung mga basagulero. Ano yan eh, marami lang silang internal issues or meron silang mga internal aggressions na hindi nila na-express. So pinoproject nila sa iba't ibang bagay, sa pamilya nila, sa trabaho, di ba? O kaya nagsisira ng gamit.
Gusto natin na maipaabot kung gaano kahalaga itong martial arts sa ating bukod sa kalusugan. Pagdating naman po sa ekonomiya, makakatulong din ba tayo ng malaki? Bakit?
Kasi,
right, sir. Ito naman pwedeng sagutin nyo o hindi. Personal questions lang po. Kung sakali po, ano po nararamdaman natin kapag po may natatalo? Kung kayo po yun, and paano nyo i-train yun sa mga atleta natin?
Ngayon, when it comes to competition, totoo naman. Wala namang may gustong matalo.
Opo, paano yun? Sir, sa next Olympic po natin, ano yung pagbabago na talagang yan po ang ating tinangkilik, yung gustong magpuntahan niyang golf dayan, sir, malaking magagawa sa ekonomiya natin, parang ganyan. So marami mabibigyan ng trabaho. Bukod
Happy Morning Show! Lagi kayong makinig.
Nandun tayo lahat sa Happy Morning Show.
Magandang umaga sa iyo, Miss Horizon, at sa iyo mga taga-subaybay.
Happy morning po, Secretary, and congratulations po dito sa naganap na pamana-agham sensya sa bawat habi at kibla. Sek, ano po yung suot niyo?
Ito ay gawa sa pinya at seda or silk. So itong horizontal, pinya fiber, at yung maninipis na vertical, that's silk.
Sek, gaano po ba kahalaga na talagang dapat tangkilikin natin yung ating tela, lalo na po sa mga nasa ahensya ng ating gobyerno, mga opisyalis po natin?
Maliban sa nakasaad sa batas, marami ang mga positibong objective ng paggamit ng mga tela mula sa Philippine Tropical Fabric.
Nataas na yung ating awareness sa ating Philippine textiles kasi marami na rin tayong kalaban sa merkado. Increasing the level of awareness, engagement, at para lahat-lahat tayo, di ba, we can recognize. Para pag sa susunod na may nakita tayong tela, alaman lang natin kung Ilocano yun or galing Mindanao. So,
Happy morning po, Mr. Horizon.
So, ano po yung kapupulutan pa ng aral ng ating mga kababayan na dapat nga ba nila talagang pahalagaan yung mga tela natin po? Ano po mapapayo natin sa mga susunod na henerasyon na tumatangkilik ngayon ng tela na hindi naman po nakasuporta sa ating ekonomiya ng ating bansa? Pinakita rito kung gaano kahalaga yung ating Philippine textiles at papaano ito makatulong sa ekonomiya ng ating bansa. Kaya sana nga ay suportahan natin ito at ito ay sana matuloy-tuloy pa sa susunod na mga henerasyon at sana nga yung 100 million population sa ating bansa ay magkaroon ng support sa ating mga local products, kasi nga dahil dito ay dito magsisimula ating pag-unlad. At nabanggit rin ni Secretary Renato Solidum na kung saan ay yung kung maaari maging negosyante rin po tayo. Sana tangkilikin natin ang sensya at teknolohiya. Muli ang inyong lingkod, Miss Horizon Chaser. Happy morning!
Miss Horizon, so ako po ay gumagawa ng research patungkol sa ating ekonomiya, patungkol sa kahirapan sa ating bansa, at patungkol sa turismo ng ating.
Happy morning, Miss Horizon. Maraming salamat po. So, ako
Ako si Manuel Hernandez. So, ang research ko po ay about sa mga garapata po. Pinag-aaralan po natin kung paano sila nabubuhay despite na kumakain sila ng mga toxic substance, katulad ng mga iron na nasa dugo at kung paano sila nabubuhay kahit i-treat sila natin ng mga chemical.
And ultimo yung panukat, kompleto. At para mabuhay tayo ng marangal, magkaroon ng dignidad, ang gaganda na sinabi niya. So ngayon, well, happy morning! Muli ang inyong lingkod, Miss Horizon Chaser. Sino pa pong kailangan na magbigay dapat ng tulong ngayon dito sa Angono Rizal?
Miss Horizon. Happy morning, Miss Horizon.
Director, yung, di ba po nakatutok tayo ngayon sa kalusugan, sa tamang pagkain. Sang-ayon po ba kayo rito? At ano po ang maipapayo niyo sa ating mga LGUs, government o mamamayang Pilipino? Last resort, personal. Kayo rin po ba ay health conscious?
Sa mental health po, kasi marami po mga doctors, marami po mga professionals, pero may problema sa mental health, di ba po? And hindi rin sila naging productive. O may nakukulungan na doktor, ay may nakukulong na lawyer, di ba po? Dahil may mga behavior na hindi po kayang pigilan. So, ano po yung ating pag-aaral dyan?
Alright, so naging matagumpay ang annual scientific meeting. Sir, ano po yung talagang buod nito at tinutukoy natin para sa ating itong tema ninyo, Pilipino Wikang Mapagpalaya, and yung buwan ng Wikang Pambansa 2024, kanino po dapat talaga ito na maipatungkol at ano po ang masasabi natin doon sa gumagamit po ngayon ng wikang banyaga, lalo na po sa sensya at teknolohiya.
Sandali. Isang kilometro ang tanong at isang simetri ang sagot. Sandali lang.
Kung ano lang po. Oh, sige.
Gutay-gutayin mo, Day.
Alright, para tuloy-tuloy lang. Sige po, edit na lang natin.
Okay, una, ano?
Ang cute niyo pala, sir.
Ay, cute talaga ako. Kasi tanong mo, isang taong 2 semestre ang sagot.
Para natapos na kasi. Alright, sir.
Okay, joke lang.
Okay lang po. Masaya nga po eh.
O, isa unahin.
Po.
Okay.
Happy morning! Muli ang inyong likod. Si Dr. Renato Yasi, na walang iba ka babae.
Happy morning to all.
Happy morning, Miss Horizon. Please visit the Cheongdam restaurant. Thank you for coming.
Friend, happy morning! So, narin ako sa
kung sakali na implement po ito, sino-sino po talaga ang dapat maging partner? Ano yung maaasahan natin sa taong 2023 pa para sa pagsulong ng mga
First time ko to. Makikita natin talagang kayang may kinalaman ba ito? Dito? Alright. So, di ba, high-tech ng ating mga tricycle? Ako ito lang. Ay, pati ba ito? Is ano pa po yung dapat nila na maaasahan sa PILAS? And kayo po ang president ngayon. Happy morning! Ano po yung kaibahan nito sa market? Sabi nila, masama daw magkape. Pero bakit marami pa rin ang nagkakape ng healthy blend? Herbal coffee sa Health Insight Wellness. Ito yung kanilang bagong opisina dito sa Triumph, Quezon City. Kaya tara, subukan natin ang Health Insight Wellness 15-in-1 Herbal Coffee kung gaano ito kasarap.
Nagkakape ka na, nagba-vitamins ka pa.
Tikman natin gaano ito kasarap. Libre lang dito sa Health Insight kapag po dumalaw kayo, ano? Diba? Uy, tingnan niyo po, mga kababayan ko. Ang bango sobrang bango. Diba? Kapag medyo stress ka, wala talaga yung stress mo. Kung ganito kabango yung kape, yung mahilig sa brewed coffee, parang ganun din eh. Sarap po talaga kahit alam ko na tikman ko na to, ulit-ulitin mo, hahanap-hanapin niyo po. Totoo, talaga ito yung kape na gustong-gusto ko. Kaya sana matikman niyo rin po at tsak magugustuhan niyo. Happy morning! So, lumipat na po kasi ang Health Insight Wellness. Dati po doon sila sa Mother Ignacia dahil syempre,
Dahil napakasarap ng kape at mahusay ang mga produkto, natural lamang na umuunlad po ang isang company. Ayan, so dito na tayo, napakagandang kumpanya ngayon ng Health and Sight Wellness. Kaya sa mga gusto pong pumunta rito ay alamin nyo lamang sa kanilang website.